All right, you coffee crackheads, I'm here. Welcome to the Weekly Sip. What are all you fuckers doing? Oh, well, I just said fuckers in the first minute of the video. This is getting demonetized. Rip. Send those donos over right away. God damn it. What's going on, everyone? Oh, coffee's good. I got myself maple flavored coffee again for the fall, you know. I hate pumpkin spice. Fuck pumpkin spice. But they come around with maple flavored coffee, I'll drink that shit. Oh. What do you want to argue about this time? I don't know, let's argue. Let's fight, guys. Come on, Fats, let's go already. That's me. I'm Fats. Oh. What's going on, chat? What are you doing? Welcome to the Weekly Sip, number 144. I think, actually, let's math it out. 6 more Weekly Sips till 150, right? Assuming I do one every week. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's middle of November, Weekly Sips. Assuming I do one every week. I probably won't. I'll probably take 1 or 2 weeks off between now and the end of the year. I do know that I plan to basically do some rebranding and relaunching of certain shows and things by the time the new year comes around. I might dip my toes into Twitch politics a little bit. Who knows? You know, I enjoy talking to people like Econoboy and Taftadge, and even Stardust, people who are all in like the Twitch politics sphere, who I'd say that we're pals at this point. So I'll probably shuffle things around. But I still think we'll keep doing with the Weekly Sip. We'll just make it like a segment of a larger live show, you know? Hey, I didn't kill the Skaven RP. That wasn't me. Jesus Christ, hero. The gas is turned off because the bills are tight? No heat? Jesus, dude. I'm sorry, man. Fuck. Take care of yourself, eh? I prefer to avoid Twitch like the plague. I'll co-stream to YouTube. I'm not going to be a Twitch-only idiot. Nope. Kibbs broke it all. It is spooky month. And I can tell you at least a little bit about the spooky games that we're doing on Game Boomers. On Tuesday, I think, we got donated Bayonetta 2. So we're going to play that. Because we just beat Bayonetta 1 on the show. I think Naomi and I will finally start Alice Madness Returns on the Xbox 360, because that was a great game back in the day. And we're still going to also pick up a Castlevania and a Resident Evil this year for sure. I think the TF2 server will open after Halloween. I have too much on my plate right now. But that's another thing. Not content with fucking up a Minecraft server, I'm also going to open up and fuck up a TF2 server for the community. So you guys can play that shit and complain about it then too. Because I'm sure I'll mess it up. Breed Kibbs. Bayonetta is not really a spooky game. In fact, yeah, it's really not a spooky game. But we wanted to get it done before Bayonetta 3 comes out on October 28th, because I want to play that day 1 on the show. We already played Amnesia, and we already played Soma too. Here's the thing: we played Amnesia like in 2016 on the channel, so like that's an old playthrough. I wouldn't try it again. It hasn't aged well. And by the way, the old playthroughs are still available to watch in the playlists on the Game Boomers channel. But Soma is a different conversation. we played Soma on the channel, but we actually lost the playthrough. That is one of the rare lost SFO archives because the file or whatever had corrupted and I couldn't upload it. So there's no Soma playthrough. TF2 did outlive Overwatch, dude. Replay it is. I don't know if you'd be able to really replay it after having played it already, you know? But yeah, Overwatch 2 is looking like it's going to be a fucking shit show. Have you guys seen that? Have you guys seen the Overwatch 2 news? Hold on. Just wait a second. Here, I'll just bring this in real quick. Yeah. In order to play Overwatch 2, you have to give Blizzard your phone number. That's just how it is now. It requires a phone number to play Overwatch 2. Doesn't matter whether or not you play the original. Also, the game is free to play, but the heroes you have to pay for or unlock. So they're doing like a Star Wars Battlefront 2, pay to win kind of model. Fucking bullshit, dude. Like Overwatch was fine. It was a fine game back in 2016. I played it for a bit. I gave it up. I got my fill out of it. I stopped playing all Blizzard games after the Blitzchung thing, but still. Never had to fucking... You know what? I wanted... During the Blitzchung situation, I wanted to completely cancel my account and have it deleted off Blizzard servers. And the process to do that was ridiculous. I had to send them a picture of my fucking photo ID to prove that it was me before they would delete all my games in my account. Because fuck Blizzard, dude. Wait, they encrypted the game models for the Heroes 2 to kill the porn? Yeah, that'll get rerouted around. The only reason Overwatch is still relevant is because of the high quality porn. That's it. Nobody gives a fuck about Overwatch anymore. Yeah, dude, Blizzard's dead at this point. I know I'm sure Wrath of the Lich King Classic is making them a lot of money. Kibbs the fucking traitor is playing it right now. But in my mind, Blizzard's done. It's dead. It's over. There's no reason whatsoever to support a Blizzard product anymore. Hearthstone is not a great game. Actually, you know what? Hearthstone is like okay. Overwatch 2 is a pale imitation of Overwatch. Current World of Warcraft is a pale imitation of classic World of Warcraft. Even classic World of Warcraft is a pale imitation of original Warcraft. Like everything that they do just is shit now. It's all shit. With the exception of kinda Hearthstone. Hearthstone is like the quiet, unassuming brother that hopefully no one... They're like, please don't notice us. But I do not play any Blizzard games anymore. And honestly, probably never will. The only thing that will get me to come back to Blizzard now is basically if they stop cucking to China. And they won't, so... They won't. See, I will stick with Japanese games at this point. Because at the very least, they have a cultural impetus not to cuck to China. if to like for them, it won't just be about the money; it'll be about the principle of the thing, being China's mortal enemy for like 2,000 years. So, I think I will just play based Japanese games from here on out. You know. The original Overwatch ends tomorrow. The original Overwatch ends tomorrow, guys. Oh. Oh god. I slept in too much, which is why the sip is happening at 1 p.m. You forgot Way Forward and Shantae. Like there are decent indie games out there, right? For sure. Like fucking Silk Song is going to be amazing if it ever actually comes out. And Nintendo's not indie, but Nintendo's still pretty good, all things considered. Like Nintendo has some pretty shit business practices when it comes to emulation and whatever, but in terms of the actual games they put out, like it still has that Nintendo spirit. I wonder if it'll keep going once Miyamoto dies, but like who knows, right? But still, I played the new that new Kirby game that came out last in the spring. Great game. Feels like a real Nintendo game. It feels like a real video game, you know? I'm hyped as fuck for the new Zelda. I sent you an expose that Destiny just wrote on Keffels. I know all about that, dude. But thank you. Silk Song never. No. No. So yeah. We do have some articles and some junk to go over today. Not much in the way of community announcements. Just that if you are a donator to the channel, like for example, if you sub over on Twitch with that Twitch Prime sub, or if you dono $5 a month, like Derlammer Gear there in the chat with that green name, that's a $5 a month in the $5 club. Get yourself in my Discord, because you link up your account with your Discord account, put yourself into the donator club in my Discord, and once a week I've been watching movies with you guys. I think I might actually watch one tonight, in fact. But what I've been aiming to do is like once a week and just lazing around in the evening, I'll watch a movie, and then also once a week, lazing around in the evening, I'll turn on like the normie TV that I like to watch, because Naomi and I, we watch House of the Dragon, or Naomi and I like to watch Star Trek Lower Decks. Believe it or not, Lower Decks is actually a pretty decent show. We're even watching Andor right now. But the point is that Lazy Dev TV night and also Lazy Dev movie night are becoming a semi-regular thing on the Discord. So if you want to join us in watching some garbage as you wind down for the evening, you might as well hop in. Oh, that was pretty bad. Fuck you. You're banned. Andor is okay, just boring? I don't know about that. Andor's good, it's just not Star Wars. They finally made a good Star Wars show by taking everything Star Wars out of it. Oh god, the Five Nights at Freddy's movie with Nick Cage. Fuck, that sounds hilarious. We should watch that at some point. Maybe as Halloween gets closer, When Miyamoto dies, it will activate a kill switch that will fry all Nintendo consoles dating back to the NES. That's a little complicated. I'm here for the politics, not to watch shitty Lord of the Rings. Guess what, Mellow Wrath? You're here for what I say you're here for. And if you're here to watch shitty Lord of the Rings every single waking moment from now until the end of time, that's what you're gonna fucking do. When will you watch Interspecies Reviewers, coward? Well, listen, one day. One day. Yeah, I only do it for the $5 club. Yep, it's a donator thing. Oh, man. Coffee's excellent. You know what? I don't even need the caffeine. I just like the taste of it, you know? So, also, I have an advertisement. I haven't advertised it in a while. So please, if you have anything that you want to mail me that I can open on the channel, send it in to my P.O. box, which is in the channel description. Please consider doing so. That is not Keffels in the thumbnail. Keffels is nowhere near that attractive. I'm actually enjoying the new Lord of the Rings. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me, dude? You're enjoying the new Lord of the Rings? Give me a second. Well, I set this up real quick. Okay, that's that. That's that. This. I found it. There are two types of trans people, those who try to pass and those who don't. I don't know about that, Ivan. Taft passes, like, perfectly. Where's my thingy? Here's the thingy. Okay, so this is this. I'm just organizing before we start here. And this is this. And what's this? This is this. I think we're good to go. I think we're ready. Are you ready? So, today, we have a bunch. Ranks of Power better than Lower Decks? No, it's fucking not. Okay, we have a bunch. Trucker video tomorrow. Thanks, Dev. Thanks, Rusta. Do you think the next Deus Ex will be woke like Saints Row since they're both owned by Embracer? So yeah, probably Nexus. Honestly, I think we're in for like another full decade of woke nonsense where it finally works its way out of the system. But I think we are cresting now and starting to go back down. Okay. Put on my headphones. Today, before we get into articles, we have a bunch of clips and videos to watch. Let's watch those clips and videos. And actually, yeah, the first one's from Trickovic15. I'm in my DM with him right now, so don't you dare reveal anything in the DM. But, yo, Dev, by the way, the final version of the SFO do short edit when doing the fan art segment. Let's see what it is. Oh shit, I didn't turn on the audio. Hold on. It's a Devo. Why is Lilith the dog? Good morning, gamers.
Fucking banned, Dev.
So Naomi, what do you think about the dog pill?
Ew.
Cummies? They made you into a dog instead of a cat. Are traps gay? Yeah, I figured not. I'm playing as the obligatory 1,000-year-old vampire lolly.
Well, hop on in.
Your father taught you nothing, you know that?
fuck you. Turn A Gundam is the best Gundam of all.
That's far enough, son.
It is now time to say that dreaded word. Nigga. Hey! You fuck! Now my stream's gonna get reported. God damn it. No! I will have to re-upload it somewhere else. You're fucking banned. God damn it. Stream's down, lads. Anyway, thanks very much. You fuck. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. Oh, wait, I like that dev way better. It's still me, you fucking maroon. Get down, Miss Obama. Oh, is Flamenco in the chat? Where's Flamenco? I don't see him. Good stream, Dev. Nice listening to you. $5 for the streams. Listen. I'm actually majority non-white. Okay, it's fine. It's totally fine. I'm majority non-white. Okay, I'm half Italian. And I'm also partially native. And there's also definitely some Jewish in there somewhere. So I'm fine. Okay. Let's bring in the rest of the clips that I have for you guys to watch. Check it out. Happening now. For the third consecutive day, Animal Rebellion have immobilized milk trucks and disrupted the supply of dairy by drilling tires at a fifth site. Oh my god. What the fuck are you guys doing here?
Oh, wait, no.
Jesus. So the environmentalists are just drilling. They're drilling. Like, the milk's already been milked, guys. You're just wasting food. They're drilling the tires of these milk delivery trucks. Fucking hell, dude. Oh yeah. Protesters call a baby a fascist. A baby.
Trans women are women! You're not a feminist!
Yeah, these are like trans-positive feminists versus TERFs protesting in the UK.
Get out of here! How the fuck do you Oh, you're raising a little fascist. Oh, you'll get your kid on it.
Jesus,
wow.
dude.
Wow. You're not a feminist. You're a fascist. You think that's a good idea to raise a child who believes it's
so
filth?
sorry for your father.
You think it's a good idea? It's like, yes. I'm not taking either side here. They're both retarded, but like, fuck. Calling a baby a fascist. Like, listen to that.
Oh, you'll get your kid on it. Wow.
Oh, you're raising a little fascist.
Oh, you'll get your kid on it. Wow. You fucking fascist.
Wow. You're not a feminist.
Wow. Man. Remember back when you were like 19 and you thought being surprised or exclaiming that a thing was happening was like an argument against it? Like, wow, I can't believe you do that. It's like, shut the fuck up. But yeah, it's so stupid. It's so dumb. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm not a TERF because I'm not a feminist.
You're a you think that's a good idea? To raise a child who believes this
so
film?
sorry for your father.
To raise a child who doesn't accept trans people? It's 2022. You're
And it's
disgusting.
despicable.
Wait, to raise a child who doesn't accept trans people. Man, you don't know what a trans person is when you're a baby. Like, chill the fuck out with that until you hit puberty, okay? Christ. What the fuck is wrong with you people? But all right. There we go. Protesters calling a baby a fascist. What's next? What's this one? Oh, this one's from Shoe on Head. Oh, yeah. The man did it again. This is from tonight. This is what all your boomer relatives just saw on Fox News.
The costume is intended to emulate a genre of Japanese pornography that translates roughly as exploding milk porn. So, the costume is intended to emulate a genre of Japanese pornography that translates roughly as exploding milk porn. So, the costume is intended to emulate a genre of Japanese pornography that...
Jesus Christ. Tucker is hentai pilling the normies, guys. What a weird timeline. Fuck.
Political correctness. Cancel culture を発動中。Cancel culture を発動中。
Oh god. Digimon Tamers activating political correctness in a stage play. Japan's based, guys. Based. That's kind of funny, actually. I know, like, a lot of animes, they'll actually end up getting stage adaptations, believe it or not. I know it's, like, weird for us to think of here, but yeah. And, Digimon Tamers talking about political correctness. All right. What's this one? Oh, yeah. Women are great. Let's see this. There's a drunk guy stumbling over. Another guy bashing him into a machine. This is they're both drunk. Boom, boom. Oh, Jesus Christ. She's stepping up. And knocks him out. Girl boss, dude. Damn. I mean, I'm going to assume that, like, she's half his size. So I'm guessing that the only reason that she managed to actually KO him is because he's drunk as fuck. Actually, hold on. Just wait a second. Just wait. Guys, look at her. She looks like Dom. She looks like Dave's my editor's girlfriend. She's been on the show a few times. She looks like her. Holy shit. Is that the real flamenco? Hey, dude. But yeah, like, that looks like Dom. All of you Dom watchers, can you see it? Look. Yeah, man. She can Dom me. It was Dom. Oh, fuck. What's next here? Oh, God, I missed this. I missed this drama. But it's kind of funny.
Oh, you know it, lad. You know that, Hassan Piker. I'm coming to kill you in Los Angeles at your house.
Or in the ring.
No, in real life. I'm going to stalk him and become obsessed with him and wear his makeup and his dresses and use his skin as a coat like the ancient Irish did.
Well, that's your winner, Sam Hyde!
Laddie.
In real life. Good job, Sam Hyde. And Hassan is basically just shaking in his fucking boots like a pussy. Hassan Piker! Yes, the background for a lot of my videos is out of phase from Parasite Eve.
Oh.
Someone sent this to me and then said it was my monk from the D&D campaign. And then someone else sent this to me and said it was me.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Cakes and pies, cakes and pies.
Wow. Cakes and pies. Why do you guys keep sending me this nonsense? Oh yeah, this shit. Okay, this is actually pretty fucked up, from what I can tell. Police abandon handcuffed woman in squad car parked on tracks as a train approaches. Yoreni Rios Gonzalez, 20 years old, suffered 9 broken ribs, a broken arm, broken teeth, broken head, back, and leg injuries as the cops fled. The cop has paid leave as they're investigating.
What's going on? No one else is in the truck, sir. Can I please get my cell phone? Ma'am, what's going on?
I'll tell you in a second. Take a seat.
I'm so confused. Can I get my cell phone?
I will get your cell phone for you. Take a seat. Toss it out the window?
She could have out that window, but is that Hart?
No, that's Tomachek. Oh, oh my god. Oh my god.
Stay back!
This subject 346. Dennis medical emergency.
Jesus.
The suspect was in the vehicle that was hit by the train.
Oh my... You fucking morons!
Watch the fence.
Now, of course, this is like from an Abolish the Police lefty account. But still. Like, fuck, dude! The female cop parked the squad car on the tracks. Holy... No, I'm not going to do an all cops should die thing. Nope, not doing that here. But this was like clear fucking incompetence. Holy shit! Yeah, she survived. The suspect survived. But like, fuck. Holy fuck, dude. Fuck. Like, this is fucking insane. This cop better be fucking held accountable. Like, this is wild. All right? This is fucking wild. Oh yeah, she needs to sue. The woman who was arrested, she needs to fucking sue and basically have the rest of her life funded because fuck these people. Jesus Christ. Oh. Yeah, they said paid leave. Here's the thing. Paid leave is normal while you're investigating an officer-involved situation. That's like normal procedure. But there's no way that she's fucking getting out of this. She won't circle the wagons. Yeah, you say that. But remember that one happening like a year ago where the female cop was like, taser, 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 and then like shot the guy, and then the guy's like, oh, fuck, and drove away? She got fired. Like, no, man, I do think that it will, when it needs to come through, it'll come through. Yeah. Who parks on the tracks? Fucking retards. All right, what's this? This is from V. Hey, V. I get the whole meme with dead voters voting for Biden, but now he is trying to literally summon the dead. Okay, let's see him summoning the dead. Representative Jackie, are you here? Where's Jackie? She must not be here. Jackie Walorski was killed in a car accident in August. Oh, God, Biden.
Senator Booker, and so many of you know so much about this as well, and you're committed. And I want to thank all of you here for including bipartisan elected officials like Representative Governor, Senator Braun, Senator Booker, Representative Jackie, are you here? Where's Jackie? I didn't think she was.
She's in the ground, buddy.
To help make this.
Fuck. You know, regardless, like, even if you're like the ultimate Biden simp, you really love his politics, even then, you have to admit he's getting too old for the job, guys. Like, fucking hell. Fuck. What's this one? Oh, yeah. Vice tried to make a sympathy piece about reintegrating sex offenders into society, and it ended with this.
Like, we all out here in this world, and we all got to make it happen, and ain't nothing stopping me. So, like, I'm very hopeful and confident.
After this interview, Ashif sent a picture of his penis to our producer.
We all out.
Good job, buddy. Good job. I'm sure you're not going to be a problem to anyone anymore. This is the same thing, Biden. Oh, yeah, this one. Oh, God, Biden, what are you doing?
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Mr. President.
Just wanders away. Giga Chad.
Okay, thank you.
Barges in, doesn't explain anything, leaves. Fuck. Oh, yeah. 109-year-old Buddhist monk. This isn't a corpse. This is a dude who is 109.
มาฝั่งนี้สิลูกมือหลวงพ่อใหญ่จะได้ถูก
He look his arm's still moving on its own. Like, he looks like he's fucking near death.
อย่าทำหลวงพ่อใหญ่แรงหลายเบาๆ เจ็บอะไร
Jesus. Zombies are real, folks. Let him die already. Now he has to reach enlightenment. What could go wrong? Binge gaming without taking a break. Oh.
According to China's viral news site QQ, the gamer started the marathon session on the evening of January 27th and kept playing until the afternoon the next day. He only realized he could not move his legs when he tried to get up from his chair to go to the toilet. Despite the condition he was in, the gamer begged his buddy to complete the unfinished game while being wheeled away.
Guys, you gotta stretch every once in a while when you're you can't just game forever. You can't just exist in the Zuckerverse, okay? Jesus. Oh yeah, remember this? So we were talking about Ukraine and Russian oil and stuff yesterday. And Lilith brought up this clip. I didn't have it then, but I've got it now. Throwback to Donald Trump warning Germany to stop relying on Russian oil in 2018.
Germany will become totally dependent on Russian energy if it does not immediately change course. Here in the Western Hemisphere, we are committed to maintaining our independence from the encroachment of expansionist foreign powers.
Look at the Germans laughing.
It's been the formal policy of our
You're not fucking laughing now, are you? Jesus, you fucking morons.
Our country since President Monroe.
Fucking hell. Okay. Oh yeah. So this is a Wawa. Apparently a Wawa is a it's like a 7-Eleven type store in the US. We don't have Wawas here in Canada, so I don't know. But apparently this is going down.
gonna be a little while.
Are y'all making a sandwich or y'all gonna keep recording?
It's gonna be a little while.
Like, the fucking hubris of this chick. Yeah, we're just robbing the place fucking blind. We're ripping the store apart. We're acting like fucking animals. And she's like, make me sandwiches that I can steal from you. Like, what the fuck? Jesus. Fucking hell. Like at this point, you have to have armed security at your fucking corner store, dude. Jesus. Yeah, the sheer fucking audacity of her, man.
Are y'all making a sandwich or y'all gonna keep recording?
It's gonna be.
I just be like, I'm gonna keep recording. Fuck you. Holy shit. Like, how can you have a civilization when people act like this? You know? Like, how can this store continue to operate at a loss? The answer is it won't. It'll close down. If they keep ransacking it and looting it, the store will just close down because it's not profitable. And then what do these people do? Oh shit, nothing in my community has anyone, there's no stores anymore, there's no businesses. Oh fuck. I guess we'll just starve like fucking retards. Jesus. Holy fuck. In fucking sanity. Oh yeah. Kamala Harris reacts to seeing the DMZ.
In your own eye. And it's so close.
It's 50 meters away now. That's
right.
North Korea
That's
at
it.
the wood line.
That's it.
She has no fucking clue what she's looking at. It's 50 meters away. Oh yeah, this shit. Where you had like Obama behind like a bulletproof glass looking. The Virgin Peaker versus the Chad Greeter, where Trump just walked right the fuck in. He's like, I don't fucking care. Fuck. Oh yes. And of course, the centerpiece of the online weekend this time around, a little grifter book. Everyone I Don't Like is Kiwi Farms. An emotionally stunted narcissist's guide to life ruination. Seems about right, doesn't it? So Destiny released his Keffals manifesto yesterday, and I watched all of it, and I read all of it, and it was actually fucking incredible to see. Now, he missed a few things, you know. I have a Keffals folder myself of all the heinous shit she's done, all the way she's abused people. And he missed a few things, but everything he said in there was like accurate and sourced and spot on. Hold on, chat, shut the fuck up. We're not going on a misgendering arc here. Chill the fuck out. We're talking about the actual issues right now, okay? But I don't give a fuck about Keffals or her fans. Fuck her. I will one day... Yeah, Kiwi Farms is pretty cringe. But ultimately, Kiwi Farms was in the right against Keffals. Kiwi Farms did not deserve to get taken down. And Keffals fucking... Jesus, like she's probably one of the worst people I've seen on the internet. Like, ever. No, we are not, DM. Don't argue with me on this. You're a man of culture. Who do you think is more attractive, Keffals or Sophia Narwitz? Sophia Narwitz, obviously. Okay. But All right. Hold on. I'm just going to start timing out you fucks if you're not going to behave. So, Destiny set it up such that he advertised a big Jordan Peterson debate. Destiny versus Jordan Peterson. But then, when it came time to do the debate, he ends up posting this video instead. Actually, no. He plays this video for his stream.
At the end of the day, the real manifesto is the one that was in our hearts all along.
It's actually a reasonably epic video, too.
If I get my YouTube banned, I'm gonna feel so fucking stupid for screaming into the wind about this.
There's a guy in the chat. You've become a stink ditch chaser? I don't even know what that means.
Switch from her side because of a video I do about her.
Listen, I haven't become one. I've liked trans women for like 10 years, dude. So, deal with it, faggot.
The problem is if I do this and she goes really hard, what if my YouTube or some shit gets banned? I'm essentially deleted from the internet.
The real manifesto was the friends we made along the way.
She's going to just fade out after losing other people to fight with over time.
The Destiny video was 3.5 hours, yeah. And Destiny definitely played Kephil's like a fiddle. So here's the thing.
I can fight.
I'm going to play this because Destiny actually took it out of the main video, and it's an incredible opening.
Infinitely with people like Kephil's and continue down the lefty path of destruction, or two, try to continue to build bridges into bigger, other communities.
What's the hopping all about?
I tried to dig around and couldn't find anything one way or another for Kiwi Farm stuff. Anyway, so it's all a big clusterfuck of unverifiable bullshit.
It was all bullshit.
It's over. The Destiny drama, like all of that shit, it's done.
Yeah, so the context basically is Destiny was playing Kephil's in DMs saying, like, I'm not going to release the manifesto, don't worry, we're just going to let it lie. And so Kephil's did this whole victory lap thinking that Destiny was too scared to confront her. Alright, dude.
I think this is a pretty satisfying conclusion.
Everyone's pissed that there's no Jordan Peterson debate, though. Dude, the music's beautiful. I don't think Jordan Peterson was in on it, dude. I don't even think he knows what's going on. So here's all of Destiny's, like, manifestos in the past. He's pretty good at documenting shit.
I've got an elite Daliban crew that I've put together. We're going to do a Kephil's document. It's going to be pretty juicy.
The A team, the autistic team.
If Kephil's doesn't post proof of something, you can be assured that what she has said is a total lie. She lies about almost everything. I think Kephil's is probably the worst person I've seen on the internet that's gotten to this level of fame. In terms of,
oh yeah, I saw that, Aiden. Kephil's was like, Destiny's coming on the stream later, and he... Jesus, Kephil's fucking terrible.
I think having everything in one place, I think that show is depravity. Always like, so no, I'm not worried about just like getting ahead of it. She can't get ahead of it last, it's too late. Because
A-Team reigns supreme. A case study on internet terrorism and mass media manipulation. What an incredible intro, and it's awful that August cut it out of the main video. So, wow, this is some incredible music. Jesus Christ. Can't outbait the masturbator. Yeah. Yeah, that's just incredible music. Yeah, he removed this. He removed this from the actual video that he uploaded of the manifesto. Honestly, I feel like Destiny's video is complete.
I don't normally full on lie to you guys, but
like there's a few things that could be put into it, but they're a bit more like down in the muck than Destiny might be willing to go. But yeah, that was the intro. The actual video is on his main channel here.
41%.
And
wow, we spent the past 2 weeks,
and like it's 3.5 hours going over all the shit Keffals has done and just how fucking awful of a person she is. And honestly, it's worth watching. It's a long watch, you know. Put it on 2x speed, go play video games in the background or something, but like it's worth watching. It's so well organized. Yeah, there's the Destiny Keffals versus Stardust, where she treated Stardust like shit for not disavowing flamenco. Don't worry, flamenco, I won't disavow you either. But yeah, I actually don't watch Abbott and Preach. I for some reason I can't get into them. I've tried though. But yeah, worth seeing. Great video. I cannot shill for this video enough. It's amazing. Amazing. And actually, the song was an original for Destiny's composition competition. Really? This seems like a Monday afternoon at work kind of video. Yeah, fair enough, man. Like one of those, oh, let's just relax. One of those. Honestly, the only stupidity from chat today is when I'm like, okay, here's the thing. I personally don't care who you misgender. I wouldn't do it, but it's your fucking business. Do whatever the fuck you want. Say whatever nonsense you want to say. Go ahead. All right? But if I'm going to sit down and do a piece on a trans person where we're talking about what they've done wrong, their actual misdeeds, not just their gender identity, it completely cucks the point that I'm trying to make. If the chat is full of people who go, he. It's actually a he, Dev. Well, how come you're saying she? Shut the fuck up. We're not talking about that. Chill the fuck out with that nonsense. All right? Jesus. Dev, oh god, did Destiny sit here? Fuck you. Wait, I didn't get invited to the Flashcast. I barely know what the Flashcast is. They're just reciting their favorite part of the DK rap. But yeah, you know what I mean though, right? If I'm basic, I don't think I have to abide by, okay, DM, you don't. But you do have to abide by my delusions while you're here. And that's the point. Dev, why are you responding to the bullshit we say? Calm down. But yes. Oh yeah, chat can get you demonetized for misgendering in 2022 because it's YouTube and YouTube sucks. But more importantly, I don't want the misgendering nonsense to take away from any actual point that I'm trying to make. So if I'm talking about trans people, you guys can put a lid on it, or I'm just going to start nuking you. I don't fucking care anymore. Because honestly, it does take away from any legitimate criticisms of trans people that I might have if the chat is full of such low IQ objections as that, you know? I'm all out of coffee. God damn it. Purge 3. There will always be purges. We are on the eternal purge dev arc. Everyone will be purged. No. I am going to absolutely start nuking chat for it because if let's say I put out some kind of video documenting all the bad things Keffals has done. Okay? Let's say that I do that. And let's say it's a very well-researched video with everything sourced, and it's like, oh shit, look at all the stuff. Look at all the stuff Keffals has done. Look at all the ways Keffals is an absolutely terrible shitheel of a human being. All right? All somebody has to do is point at the chat and say, well, this chatter that Dev didn't moderate said he instead of she, so the entire video is now, it's like, fuck off. No. When we are going to, if we ever go on the attack, we will do so with our ducks in a row. Simple as that. Now, if you personally think Keffals is a man, I don't give a shit about that. That's your thought to have. But when I'm doing something, nope. Eternal Purge never criticized Dev Arc where she is Shu 2.0. No, El Dagusto. No. Oh, I'm sure. Here's the thing. A lot of them absolutely will just ignore real criticism, right? But that doesn't mean you got to make it any easier for them. It doesn't mean you got to give them excuses. It's like, oh well, shit, dude. Like, I'm not gonna win this fight anyway, so I might as well just like leave a giant hole in my armor and just let him hit me there. It's like, no, that's a fucking retarded way to look at it. So no. Dev's itch for censorship is showing. Nope. You just don't like it and deal with it. And here's the thing. Like, I'm not going to ban you guys if you're going to do that. I'm just going to time you out until the stream's over. No, I don't simp for Keffals. Keffals is an absolutely terrible fucking human being. Here's the thing about conceding reality, all right? There's absolutely a internally coherent view of reality that allows some trans women to actually be women. However, there is no internally coherent view of reality that allows all trans women to be women. And that's the issue. That's fundamentally the issue. And I'll have to do a video on this at some point. I have a video idea where I can describe how some types of trans women are women and some types of trans women are not. Because there's absolutely a way to construct an identity that way. Okay, I mean, Mingus, that's also part of it, right? True. I will accept the criticism, okay? Mingus Kingsus. Ever since your audience capture video, you've been shit at explaining why you have to moderate us. Just say you have to do it, or YouTube or Discord will nuke all of us. Fair enough. That's one of the reasons. And I will absolutely stand by that. If I haven't made that clear, then that's my fault. But one of the reasons is I got to do it or we lose everything. So deal with it. Reddica doesn't even know who I am, dude. Reddica doesn't even know who I am. Stop saying I should go on Medica's channel. Yeah, so for example, Bobby, exactly, right? To me, Chris Chan is not a real woman. That just seems to be like pure fucking social contagion. That doesn't count. No dysphoria there. Chris Chan is just mind fucked into oblivion. Chris Chan's not a woman. But I think Lilith is. I think Taftaj is. All right. Tentacle Pentacle. Construct an identity. Construct as in make up to build, as in artificial. All identities are artificial in that same way. Who gets to make that decision, Aiden? Me. I do. No, I will not explain. Giga Chad. Is it about if you pass? Yeah, basically. Here's the thing. For me, if I look at a person and they look like a woman, they're a woman. If they don't look like a woman, then they're not a woman. That's how it is. If you don't pass, you're shit out of luck. Here. I'm going to read the supers before we actually read some articles here, okay? Dev, if one does not respect the person, why would they respect their identity? That's actually a fair point, yeah. Like, there's a lot, like, if you don't respect a man, you also call him a woman, you know? Like someone who's not trans, like a cis man. If you encounter him and you don't respect him, you'll call him a pussy or a bitch, or you'll feminize him in some way in your speech. So yeah, like a lot of misgendering ultimately just boils down to disrespect. The issue is, should we be allowed to disrespect people? The answer is obviously yes, we should, right? It should not be illegal to misgender anybody, obviously. But if we're talking about what is polite, obviously not misgendering someone is the polite thing to do. Obviously, if you have a trans friend, and you want to maintain that friendship, you're not going to misgender them, right? Like, if you were friends with a trans woman and you kept saying, you're a dude, he, do you expect that friendship to continue? Come on, like seriously, guys. Obviously not, right? So it really depends on like what your purpose is in the conversation, I think. So Baddox says, I just don't respect your mental illness. I mean, fine. But like, you don't have to respect their mental illness. But that's like, that just means that you're just not going to be friends with them then, you know? They would if they were a cool trans friend. Why should I be polite to someone who would never be polite to me and wants me and people like me silenced, if not in jail or worse? You mean, are you talking about Keffals? Maybe you shouldn't be, right? Maybe you shouldn't be. Maybe you shouldn't be, Aiden. But if you're going to hang out with an actual trans friend who is polite to you and isn't going to silence you or put you in jail, then why, then like what purpose would it serve to be impolite? It wouldn't. It would actually, yeah. Okay, and that's fair, Shaker Silver. If you don't respect Keffals, then you can misgender them all you want. Your business. However, if I'm doing a piece on Keffals in the future, because the misgendering undermines my actual arguments, I'm going to take a dim view on it. You can misgender Keffals at another time, all right? So, let's see the super chats. Let's read some supers for you. Okay, hold on. $5 from Brother Doom. Drugs will ruin your life. Now get back in there before the train gets here. God, those cops are fucked. Dude. Jesus. Zontar, $5. I'm voting Conservative Monday, but seeing Angloids mad at the fact that the coalition is assured a majority does put a smile on my face. Oh yeah, that's right. There's a Quebec election going on, right? Right. Liberative, Dev, you're the most ignorant Kendalls. No, you're Liberative. You're a retard. All right. Discordic Gamer, $5. The Crypt Keeper, be real. Oh, that's right. The fucking monk. Jesus. Brother Doom, $2. Can't believe I'm saying this, but Trump was right. Trump was right, obviously. Tentacle Pentacle. I don't know why you've basically, in this stream alone, turned into an asshole, but I kind of wish you wouldn't. All right? You have the right to be a dick, and I have the right not to like you anymore. So. Wonderful Galaxy, $5. I love Wawa. How dare you compare it to 7-Eleven? Please apologize. Man, I don't know what Wawa is. They don't have them in Canada, seriously. Shaker Silver, $2. And urban residents wonder why there's food deserts. Oh yeah, dude. The food deserts, Jesus Christ. Inner city crime is a big reason why there's food deserts. Yeah, Vic McBread, exactly. Misgendering someone to disrespect them takes away from your argument. Exactly. Like 100%, right? So, the reason why court, if you go to court, for example, is generally respectful to even the most heinous of criminals is because the point is that you're looking for the facts, you're looking for the truth. And some kind of emotional outburst of disrespect, that's not conducive to finding the facts or finding the truth, And that's the thing. If you're going to be objective, then you have to put a damper on some of that stuff. I think that's reasonable. All right. So. Crack Bandicoot, calm down, Toots. You're being hysterical. No. Jasso Havens, $5. Audience struggles to understand that Dev can set the rules for his chat. This is YouTube, not 4chan. Your ability to chat in his stream is a privilege. Yeah. So, you guys, I see you guys are complaining, right? But you know what? These are the rules that I'm setting. And if you want to be here, you'll follow them. Simple as that. $5, Mellow Wrath. Just no message. Thank you. Can you link that Destiny video? I want to watch. It's the latest video on his channel. It's the Keffels Manifesto, and it's 3.5 hours long, dude. Mellow Wrath, another $5. I really want to talk to you about this sort of issue over the trans discussion. My position is too lengthy for a weekly sip comment, though. Fair enough. I mean, I've heard some trans women say that they just want to be like a separate gender identity. Like, they're not women and they're not men. They're trans women. And like, that's completely reasonable to me. I have no problems with that. That's probably the easiest thing. But there's so many like trans activists who are like, no, trans women are women and they're the exact same. And it's like, shut the fuck up. You're a moron. You're a fucking moron. All right. But yeah, like, you defend the delusions of someone who needs help. Oh God, Zachary, no. Listen, for not all, but for a lot of people who have gender dysphoria, the help is transitioning. That is the medical treatment. He bamboozled us with a fake Jordan Peterson title. Holy shit. Son of Sparta, I'm glad I didn't ever give you money if you act like that. What, enforcing rules? Having standards? Dude, I'm glad I didn't take money from you if you object to that sort of thing. It's like, oh shit. Oh, I gotta actually follow a rule? Oh. $5 from Jasso Havens. I have a close trans friend and they're great. Mention any criticism or concern about trans people and instantly treat like I'm a murderer. Yep. But here's the thing, I do it anyway. Like sometimes Lilith and sometimes even Lilith's girlfriend, they get like a bit up their own ass about some trans issues, and I'm like, no. No, I think you're wrong here. And I think, simply telling me, I've had a few arguments with Lilith over the past few months, and if the argument is that's offensive, I don't care about that argument fundamentally. I might care about it in terms of I'm presenting a bundle of evidence, and so let's keep it clean while I'm presenting this evidence, so things are kind of all spiffy. However, if the actual argument as to why I should not present the evidence is because it would be offensive to some people, yeah, fuck off. Fuck off. All right? I don't care about that. I don't know, Dev, you seem kind of sus lately, almost like there's an imposter among us. No. If you want your arguments and criticism to have meaning, insulting the person implies you're subjective and emotional. Yeah, and that's no good. Dev is being super lame. Holy fuck! Like, why are the retards in the chat? Why? Why are there so many fucking morons? Dev is being super lame and childish today. Where? Piss off the haters. Lol, I love you, Dev. Thanks, man. I just showed up, so I missed the whole show, but I heard you compared to Wawa to 7-Eleven. Fuck you. I don't know anything about these. I'm a Canadian, man. I don't know. Using their language concedes worldviews. I don't agree with that, actually. I don't. I think that's a terrible way to... It's like, oh shit, dude, this other opposing political camp coined a term that is useful. We can't use it, though. That concedes the worldview. It's so like just brainless us versus them tribalism. I'm not interested in that. I'm not interested in that shit. And yeah, here's the thing. I'm not going to compel speech. Like, I'm not going to compel speech. I'm not going to be like, you must call Keffals a she at all times in my community or else I will bang. I don't give a fuck about that. I don't. There's no compelled speech here. The only thing I'm saying is, if I'm doing a big thing on a trans person who's legitimately bad, you undermine what I'm doing by, in the chat of the thing, acting like retards. So don't. Act like retards another time. That's all. And if that triggers you this much that you're going off in the chat, then you're just stupid. You're just brainless. You just don't have anything between your ears. All right? It's not compelling speech. No. No, Dev, you have to validate my political beliefs. Yeah. The issue isn't that Keffals is biologically male. It is that has nothing to do with the issues at hand being criticized over. Exactly. Exactly, right? True, Swift Sword. But I do not call the BLM riots peaceful protests for that reason. I think it's inaccurate. However, I do think that having legitimate gender dysphoria and not any sort of grooming nonsense or any sort of like social contagion nonsense, but real immutable gender dysphoria, that is a pretty decent case for being a woman, in my opinion. Calling your viewers brainless isn't gonna... Shut up. Shut up. We're not doing any sort of Karen, the customer is always right nonsense. No. If my viewers are wrong, then they're wrong. And them being my viewers doesn't change that fact. If you refuse to watch me, that doesn't change that fact. All right? I will not cuck the truth because it's unpopular. Also, Jesus Christ. From the other side. TJ XIV. Keffel's kind of cute. No, she's fucking not. Jesus. $20 from $20 from Sig Arthur. Here's 1/5 of Benjamin just to annoy chat that can't calm the heck down over what is basically the only rule you have. Stop letting chat goad you. Also, thanks for answering my question of Keffels versus Sophia Nauertz. Thanks for the 20, man. Highly appreciated. No, here's the thing. You know what? I'll chat. I'll do the Are Trans Women Women video if you like. I can fully explain to you my logic, right? Because I absolutely do think that trans women with dysphoria are women. However, a lot of trans women right now don't have dysphoria. They just have like an aesthetic. And they're like, you need to respect my identity because I like looking like a girl. And it's like, well, you're not a girl then. You're just a femboy. All right? Simply identifying as trans does not make you trans. Simply identifying as a woman does not make you a woman. There's something underlying there. All right? And that underlying thing may be gender dysphoria. So fair enough. But if you don't have dysphoria, you're not a woman. You're just a fucking loser. That is not insane, Infamy or Death. Infamy or Death. I've said that. I've said this for years. I've said this for years. What the fuck? Like the trucker video. Dude, El Dagusta, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, where does denouncing Sargon come into this? Like, what? What the fuck? Scrump was right. Oh, God. Oh, fuck. You know what? You've been nothing but an asshole this whole time. Get the fuck out. A whole hour spent on this mess. Yes! Giga Chad. Here's the thing. I've talked to Sargon about this a dozen times. We're friends. We disagree on this, but we're friends. You know? Infamy or Death? Partially, yes, but it's a more complicated conversation than that. Like, here's another thing, all right? Trans women who have dysphoria, who say that the gender dysphoria is not a mental illness, they're retards. It obviously is a mental illness, all right? That's what it's so dumb. People are like, being trans isn't a mental illness. And it's like, well, then why should healthcare cover it, you fucking retards? Obviously it should. Like, any person who has ever suffered from any sort of body dysphoria knows that it is a mental illness. It is a mental illness. You can't say it's not. The issue is that when it comes to gender dysphoria, for a lot of cases, not all, but a lot of cases, there is no cure. There's only treatment. And the treatment seems to be transitioning. Now, bottom surgery is absolutely fucking atrocious at this point. I would say no one should get that. But, you know, if you're biologically male and you look kind of feminine and you want to be viewed as a woman and you want to get like facial reconstruction surgery and you want to get voice training and you want to go on hormones and you want to get boobs and just keep your dick, fine. I don't care. It's your right. It's time for another purge. Ha ha ha! Thanks for the $5. I was late for the show, but wanted to give my shekels and would like to see a comprehensive Are Trans Women video. Yeah, sure thing. I'm here for some sip. I sipped all of the coffee already. It's all gone, man. Also, you know what? Sometimes I do just like hanging out with you guys, you know? Like, why not? We're having fun here. I know that like we're disagreeing vehemently, and you guys are acting like retards sometimes. But even though you're retards, you're still my retards, you know? Why wouldn't I like you? You know what I mean? I think some of the trans stuff is a push for money, yeah. Yeah. Solid Slug. In some cases, that's not possible. And that's kind of the point, right? The point is that for some people, you just you have dysphoria and that's just it. And there's no working through it. And the best possible course of action is to present as the other biological sex. For some people, it's not, which is why immediately de facto saying transition is the only thing you can do. That's ridiculous. But it should obviously be on the table as medical treatment. Like, obviously. El Dagusto. People have told me you did what Shu does and called Scrump a fascist in DMs, but deny it in public. How do I argue with that if it's true? I'll just tell you what I said. Scrump said in one of his videos recently that, yes, I am a Nazi as the liberals define me. And I was like, Scrump, you retard. I'm a liberal. So if you're saying that you're a Nazi, if you're saying you're a Nazi as I would define you, those are your words, not mine, buddy. That's what I said. And by the way, I stand by that. I agree with that. Become the night. Like, dysphoria should be diagnosed, and it should be like you should try to treat some other underlying things before you jump into transitioning. It should not be the first resort, but probably the last resort. You know. For some more sips, sir. Thanks to Fango. Jiggy, $5. Paying my troll toll. Thanks for the weekly Devo. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, Trizzle. I do want there to be. I want there to be many barriers before surgery. You know, all this stuff coming out right now of like kids getting surgery under 18. All of it's ridiculous. All of it needs to be axed. All the doctors who are performing it are fucking criminal, in my opinion. All right, like that's child abuse. All right. If you're like a trans kid and you're legitimately trans and legitimately a kid, you know what? Sucks for you, but you should wait until you're 18 before getting those tits. All right? I think that's reasonable. There is no evidence that transitioning is the answer. That's wrong, Zachary Place. That's like factually wrong. There's weak evidence that transitioning is the answer. But all the evidence, even though it's weak, it's all pointing one way, and it's that for a lot of people, transitioning actually works. Yeah. Yeah, California is letting out-of-state minors get surgery. Fucking ridiculous. Fucking ridiculous. Okay, guys. We've hung out for a little bit. Do you want to, I don't think it's obvious that he meant liberal as in progressive, because he also said in that same stream that you're not truly right-wing unless you're anti-democracy, which is just retarded. So, no, I don't believe that for a second. I think Scrump actually is that far right. And I'm not using far right as a slur, only as a way to describe the actual politics. Here. Source, I made it up? Well, no. There's absolutely studies for this. Here, I watched the Taftage versus some other, I forget who this person was, the Taftage debate recently, where Taftage pulled out all the studies and is like, listen, these studies have some methodological problems. And they do constitute weak evidence, not strong evidence. But it's still evidence that trans people generally report better mental states after going through social transitioning. Not bottom surgery, not genital surgery, but through social transitioning, through how you look, through how you act. It's not set in stone, but the evidence is trending that way, that they do report having better lives. Now, that reverses once you get bottom surgery. Bottom surgery seems to be a fucking massive mistake that we shouldn't be doing right now. Wormcren, $20. Dev, do you believe that gender dysphoria is an emergent property of an or an isolated property. I think it can be either, depending on what we're talking about. Sometimes it's a byproduct of depression, sometimes a byproduct of abuse, sometimes a byproduct of puberty. But sometimes you are born with it, yeah. Also, would sex be a better word than gender dysphoria? Actually, yes. And that's something I'll go over in the video. A better word for it is sex dysphoria, I think. Because if you talk to, here's the thing, if you talk to one of those fake trans trenders who's not really a woman, they'll say something like, oh, I like looking like a girl and I like identifying this way. It's all about my identity. However, if you talk to like a real trans woman, they'll say, I wish I was born biologically female. It's an affinity towards the biological sex, not just the presentation. And that's the difference. That's a very important difference in my opinion. Transitioning is a palliative approach and should at least get least preference in the gender dysmorphia triage. Yeah, I generally agree with that. Yeah. Become the Knight. Yeah, I understand that's a hyper-libertarian point of view, but here's the thing. I'm not a hyper-libertarian. And the anti-democracy bridge is what bridges the hyper-libertarians with the fascists. They have that connection between them. Yeah, that's where I draw the line too, Sigurthur. People with legitimate gender dysphoria versus people who are just going along with a fad. Exactly. And also, there's also like a thing now where like people who are just like androgynous or they're like tomboys or even like non-binary. You want to use the term non-binary? Fine, use non-binary. People are calling them trans, but they're not trans. They're not transitioning. Like a non-binary woman who uses she, they pronouns and considers herself to not really be a woman because she likes to wear jeans instead of a skirt when she goes to school. When she goes into her gender studies classes before grabbing her fucking, Starbucks latte. Like, this person isn't trans. This person isn't fucking trans. It's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. How does saying trans trended not invalidate opinions to the same degree as people calling Keffels a man? The difference is, El Degusto, is basically that if it's an immutable characteristic, like a sex or a race, or a gender identity. Let's not say gender identity. Let's say like a sex affiliation, maybe, If it's immutable, then it's a different level up than something that you just chose for yourself. It's like, oh, I feel like a woman. Well, maybe not. But if it's something that's deeper than that, then it's a different conversation, in my opinion. Gavin Smith, but the fact remains that they're not the other biological sex, and they never will be. That's true. I mean, maybe one day we'll have like transporter technology that'll make them the other sex, but still, I understand your point. And that's why transitioning doesn't mean that it can never be like a true, like, you don't transform when you transition, right? That's all true. Yes. Trans women will always be biologically males. Obviously. You have to be stupid to reject this. But that doesn't mean that, in a polite society, we can't afford them at least some level of care, right? There's a Marvel writer named Vita who calls herself trans and non-binary. How on earth can you be both? When you're retarded. Dev's not answering. I haven't seen your question, dude. Is Dank far right for his anti-democratic takes? I don't know Dank's take specifically. If you want all of society to be anti-democratic, then yeah. But here's the thing. I don't view like far right as a nasty label. Something that I don't view far left as a nasty label. It's just a description of ideas, The idea is more important. Anti-democracy is reasonable in some situations, but it's also unreasonable in other ones, right? It depends what we're talking about. Like clearly my house is anti-democratic. You don't get to have a dozen people walk into my house and then vote themselves the owners of it. No, get the fuck out, But at the same time, clearly some components of government should be voted on by the people. Obviously, right? There's a time and a place for democracy. There's a time and a place for anti-democracy. Yeah. I don't like the current movement because it pushes androgynous and effeminate people and vulnerable types who crave attention into transitioning. Exactly. That's a terrible fucking component of the movement right now, Jess O'Havens. That's awful. $2. Get on with it. Aren't we having fun? We're having fun. I think we are. The problem is you're trying to impose politeness on everyone else. No, I'm not, Tentacle. No, I'm not. Stop putting words in my mouth. I've said so many times, you want to misgender people? Go fucking do it. Go fucking do it, all right? But there are certain times in which I will not tolerate people doing it because it undermines what I'm trying to do. That's all. That's all. If you can't handle that reasonable restriction, fucking deal with it. Why has the APA removed gender incongruence as a mental condition? Possibly because they've been ideologically captured. I'm having fun. Nope, I'm not. I think democracy can work, but the current government abuses the system. I don't want it anymore. Yeah, fair enough, right? Fair enough. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The argument is not respect for Keffals, but respect for me. Yeah, I don't care if you don't respect Keffals. I don't give a fuck about that. All right? I don't give a fuck about that at all. Keffals has already lost against Kiwi Farms because Kiwi Farms is already back. Here. All right. We have dicked around a whole bunch. Maybe we should finally do the articles. Eh? Dev, you ever heard of autogynephilic or androphilic? I have. I don't completely agree with that layout of what being trans is. I'm not sure about that, okay? Oh my god, Mr. Enigmatic. I don't want to loop with you anymore, okay? What's reasonable about people making people pretend that dude, what's reasonable is that I don't want you to undermine what I'm trying to do when I'm trying to debunk a trans person's terrible takes by filling the chat with insults directed towards them. We don't need to insult people to oppose them, especially not when I'm trying to do a thing. That's all. That's all. We haven't even done the articles yet. We've been having fun, dudes. Here, let's look at the articles. I've got them right here. Boom. Shall we? By the way, guys, unless I had to mute you for your stupidity, no hard feelings between you and I. We can have these disagreements and still be pals. Don't you worry about that. Okay? So let's go. A man put cash into his ex's bank account with references like tramp to get revenge. Wow. That's pretty fucking incredible, dude. Imagine being that much of a Giga Chad. I'll just throw away $5 at a time. I'll just throw away $5 at a time just to fuck with my ex. You know what I mean? That's pretty good. A stalker has been hit with a restraining order after bombarding his ex with cash transfers, just so she would have to see his abusive messages. What the fuck? All right. Their 3-month relationship collapsed. She blocked him, but he continued to phone her using withheld numbers and set up a fake Snapchat accounts to try and contact her. Jesus Christ, dude, you're just kind of being a stalker here. After Rachel changed her number, she started seeing payments from Roach with references to unblock me to talk, scruffy little slag, and little tramp. No wonder you've got no one. Jesus! He sent the messages to her Monzo account, meaning she would have been forced to see the messages pop up on her phone unless she disabled the notifications. It's unknown how much money he sent her, but the number of transfers totaled 41. Wow. Listen, guys, I want you to send me all the money and insult me, okay? Do it. Cookies for days, mate. Guys, someone please explain what this stuff about undermining what I'm doing is. The undermining is if I do something live on stream, like debunking a trans person, and the entire chat is not even focused on the content, it's just focused on insulting the trans person, that is undermining, yes. Not only is it undermining, it means that my video or my channel is going to get reported to YouTube because of transphobia, and I don't want that, you know. So I'd like to keep my channel around. Thank you very much. So chill the fuck out. But yeah, sending money, still the bad guy. This is funny. He left gifts to lift her spirits, hoping that the relationship could be renewed. Dude, like just find a new girl, dude. Fuck. Oh God. Multiple women have been reportedly drugged downtown in my city. During the weekend, the Greater Sudbury Police Service received reports about multiple women going to the hospital after experiencing symptoms associated with being drugged. Guys, it wasn't me. It wasn't me, guys. It wasn't me. Don't fucking... Multiple women were taken to the hospital for experiencing symptoms associated with being drugged after visiting various establishments in the city's downtown core. Oh. Greater Sudbury Police issued a media release this morning noting that detectives are continuing to investigate the reports in order to determine the number of women who have experienced these symptoms. At this time, we do not have a confirmed location where the incidents may have originated. However, we feel it's extremely important to share this information with our community. It's not me, guys. We know, though, it doesn't say trans women after all. Should gamers be accountable for in-game war crimes? No. Don't shoot the civilians. This is something that military games have been telling us for many years. Remember my first go on Taito's exclusive arcade title, Operation Wolf. It was the late 80s, and this frenzied blast 'em up with a jungle environment and hostage rescue message was clearly gunning for a generation of Warhammer 2 fanatics. Even let you control the action with an Uzi-style submachine gun bolted to the cabinet. But what it wouldn't let you do was kill passing civilians. Wow. Collateral damage took a big chunk out of your health bar. Of course, this is more about mechanics than ethics. Players are being tested on their reactions and visual awareness, and failure meant a reduction in game time, rather than a few moments reflection on innocent victims. These days, if you accidentally or otherwise shoot a civilian or a comrade in a military shooter. We did that, Sketch, yeah. You probably get a mission failed message and a one-way trip back to last checkpoint. What you won't get is a military tribunal and a dishonorable discharge. Like, what the fuck, dude? Why would you want... The ICRC is suggesting that, as in real life, these games should include virtual consequences for people's actions and decisions. Gamers should be rewarded for respecting the law of armed conflict, and there should be virtual penalties for serious violations of the law of armed conflict. In other words, war crimes. Wow. That's fucking hell. What a nonsense fucking opinion. The ICRC is now working directly with the developers of modern military simulations. And the BBC report contains an interview with Merrick Spaniel of Bohemia Interactive, creator of the Arma series, who claims that the studio's games will now be implementing their suggestions. Oh my god. Yeah, this is I Was Raped in GTA 5 levels of stupidity. Yeah. Alec Baldwin and others could face charges in the Rust shooting. So this happened like a year ago, you know, the whole Alec Baldwin. He was given a prop gun that had a real bullet, shot a woman who was rolling the camera accidentally. He's actually finally facing charges. We now finally know, the investigators have discovered, that Alec Baldwin did in fact shoot the gun. All right. Let's see. The Santa Fe District Attorney's Office has said that up to 4 people, including the actor Alec Baldwin, could be charged in the fatal shooting of a cinematographer on the set of the film Rust last year, if prosecutors decide criminal charges are warranted. The district attorney's office speculated on the possible charges in a request to state officials late last month that asked for an additional funding to cover the costs that would be incurred if charges were brought, which would result in several high-profile trials. It's been a year, yeah, it's been a year. While the district attorney Mark Carmack Altways, made it clear in her funding request that her office had not yet decided whether to bring charges, if charges are warranted. The funding request also went into greater detail than she had in the past, noting that her office could charge up to 4 people. One of the possible defendants is well-known movie actor Alec Baldwin. Oh my God. For nearly a year, the Santa Fe County Sheriff's Office has been investigating the death of the cinematographer, Halyna Hutchins, who was shot on October 21st. That would be last year's October, as Mr. Baldwin practiced drawing an old-fashioned revolver from a shoulder holster. He had incorrectly been told the gun did not contain live ammo, but it went off, firing a bullet that killed Miss Hutchins and injured Joel Souza, the film's director. Mr. Baldwin has insisted he is not to blame for the fatal shooting, saying that he had not pulled the trigger and did not know how live rounds got on the set. I did not see that, Anton. You gotta DM that to me. But yeah, fuck, dude. Yep, here's where the shooting happened. In the church. Mexican mayor marries an alligator wearing a wedding dress before giving his new bride a kiss. Gator pilled now, guys. A Mexican mayor has married an alligator wearing a wedding dress. Da 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 da. It was a part of an age-old indigenous tradition conducted by Mayor Victor Hugo Sosa and intended to bring abundance to the village of San Pedro Huamula in southwestern Mexico. The 7-year-old reptile, known as the Little Princess, is thought to be a deity representing Mother Earth. Her marriage to the local leader symbolizes the joining of humans with the divine. The ceremony was colorful, with traditional music and revelers dancing, while urging the indigenous leader to kiss his new bride. Trumpets blared and drums provided a festive beat as the mayor carried the alligator bride in his arms through the streets as men fanned it with their hats. The godmother who organized the wedding said, "It gives me so much happiness and makes me proud of my roots. It's a very beautiful tradition." Wow. The small alligator's snout was tied shut to avoid unwanted biting as the mayor kissed it multiple times throughout the ceremony. Wow. The happy couple. Is that Xavier? Is that fucking Xavier? Just don't stick your dick in it. Remember when Trump took a trip to Japan back in 2019? And reports surfaced that the White House requested that they move the USS John McCain out of view so it wouldn't upset Trump? Well, Freedom of Information acted the military for documents about this, and 3 years later they just arrived. Oh God. Please see below excerpt from discussions between the White House and the C-7F. Need all supporting units to understand the requirement for rehearsals. Hopefully the WASP can get here early enough. Also, please let me know about the deck landing requirement. Okay. Yeah, just I'm in Discord. Just DM it directly to me or DM it to one of my mods, and they'll pass it on, okay? So yeah. No expectation for the CH-47 to land. Okay, yeah. All right. Also, please confirm that point number 3 will be satisfied. So these are the points for the rehearsal of the U.S. visit to Japan, Trump's visit to Japan. The USS John McCain needs to be out of sight because Trump didn't like John McCain. Okay. Number 3, USS John McCain needs to be out of sight. Just talk to the commander on bullet number 3. He's checking on the validity. I could see that becoming a tweet. And then somebody else says, "This just makes me sad." You will have one high side email also for background from the WHMO on the White House request to keep the name not visible. Yep, the John McCain needs to be kept out of sight. It's so stupid. Like, that's, to be honest, that's kind of petty, guys. Like, Jesus. Yep. We received an RFI tasking to keep McCain out of sight during the upcoming DV1 visit. Here's a sequence of events. Wow. It's kind of wild, dude. Hold on a second. Cookies for days, mate. I just went back and watched the VOD. I don't know what's been going on with you, Deb, with the argument that something being said in the chat somehow detracts the point you're making is rational. No, it's not, actually. No, it's not. Like, if I'm sitting here saying, this is not because I hate trans people, it's because I think this trans person's bad and evil and here's what they've done, and I start going over evidence, and the entire chat off to the side is flooded with actual, like, misgendering and stuff, it does undermine my argument. Yes. So, cut it the fuck out. And you know what? You can not like the policy, but you have to follow it while you're here. Also, like, hold on. The Tentacle Pentacle guy is still, like, talking in my chat, but I can't see him. Like, did you, like, here, Bobby Johnson is replying to Tentacle Pentacle, but I can't see any of Tentacle Pentacle's like, chats. I didn't block him or time out him because he's still talking. I just can't see him. Like, oh, there we go. I can see it now. Jesus. If a content creator is responsible for his audience, what his audience do, that's the place you want to go down. Guess what? We're already there. All right. I turned on live chat. Yeah, but even still, some of the stuff was invisible. We're already there, dude. Tentacle Pentacle, we're already there. YouTube already views it that way. Twitch already views it that way. All right. Can't change it. And I'd rather not lose my chat because you want to be a retard. And also, here's the thing. I'm not even saying don't be transphobic. I don't care if you're transphobic. Just cut it the fuck out when I'm doing stuff like this. But I mean, that apparently triggered you so fucking much you have to go on like an hour-long rant about it. Just shut up and listen. You're just admitting that your rules constitute censorship? Oh, God, Jesus. Jesus. You know what? If it gets you to close your fucking mouth, fine. I don't care anymore. Christ. You don't have, like, an unlimited right to just exist and say whatever you want and undermine what I'm doing. Fuck off. I don't care how YouTube views it. It's not right. Guess what? Gotta live by the rules. You're on their platform. Let's continue, because Trump and John McCain is just goofus. He's just Trump being a doof. Johns Hopkins doctor told the trans army officer wife to stop being a coward and to work through her ethical issues to hand over medical information on senior military officers to Russians. This, in fact, will be identify as a retard. Okay, here. This will be, in fact, what I'm talking about. We can critique this person without going, it's a he. Call it a man, Dev. We can actually critique this person's actions without being just like low IQ morons like that. Okay? So, what happened in this story? The wife of the U.S. Army's first trans officer told her to stop being a coward and to overlook ethical issues when the couple tried to hand over medical records of senior military officers and their families to the Russian government. Major Jamie Lee Henry, 39 years old, and Johns Hopkins doctor Anna Gabrielin, 36, were accused of using their secret security clearance at North Carolina's Fort Bragg to steal the records from the base's hospital, according to the Department of Justice. Fort Bragg is one of the most populated military installations in the world, hosting about 52,000 active duty soldiers. The base is home to the U.S. Army Delta Force and Special Operations Forces. The couple from Rockville, Maryland, had communicated and met with an undercover FBI agent who they believed was from the Russian embassy in order to deliver files that the Kremlin could exploit. According to the indictment, which was unsealed on Thursday, Gabrielin said she was motivated by her patriotism to Russia, with Henry using her clearance as a staff internist to help secure the files. My point of view is that until the United States actually declares a war against Russia, I'm able to help as much as I want, Henry allegedly told the undercover agent when they set up to the deal in August. At that point, I'll have some ethical issues that I have to work through. You'll work through those ethical issues, Gabrielin allegedly replied, adding that Henry was a coward over fears of breaking HIPAA. So this is the person who used their clearance with the military to leak shit to the Russians. And this is that person's wife. The Army's first trans officer. And yeah, these people are traitors, and they should absolutely be drummed to the military, thrown in jail, and fuck them. Sounds like treason. Yep. Yeah. Patriotism to Russia. What the fuck? The way I'm viewing what's going on in Ukraine right now is that the United States is using Ukrainians as a proxy for their own hatred towards Russia. Yeah, so this is like a pro-Russian, anti-Ukraine, anti-American, kind of anti-West stance that you hear a lot, actually. So yeah. So yeah. The person being trans, and frankly, the person not passing, has nothing to do with the actual behaviors that these people committed. All right? You know what I mean? Give me a second, actually. If you don't mind. Oh, okay. Oh, cookies. I'm both. All right. So, for example, on the one hand, YouTube won't let me keep hate speech in the chat. Fair enough. Even hate speech that I would say that you should be able to say, because you should be able to say all kinds of hate, all hate speech. Frankly, like, I think you shouldn't misgender people. I think it's rude, but you shouldn't be like legally restricted from saying it. Obviously, you have the right to be an asshole. But YouTube will, in fact, fuck with the channel if you do that. So I have to crack down. But even if YouTube didn't crack down, I would still probably be like, guys, can you please not be fucking dicks while I'm trying to do something? That's reasonable, all right? Yeah. I think that's reasonable, you know. If I was gonna do like a deep dive on this person, Jesus Christ, what the fuck is this? Where's the up here? Yeah. If I was gonna do a deep dive on this person, right? And I was talking about all of the things they had done, you know, the information they had leaked, they broke the law, they talked to the, you know, and you guys just spam the chat with man and address, it would in fact undermine the real things that I was saying. So just chill the fuck out. Just chill. Just chill the fuck out. All right? Chill. You know, being chill is not that bad of an ask. You know what I mean? would you ban or mute or not? If I was doing like something serious, I would mute for the duration of the stream. Yeah, that's how it would be. Hold on. Reasonable to ask people to be like, just come out and say it. Okay. The real reason for the rule is because the reason negatively affects you. It's both. One reason for the rule is that it's because of YouTube and it negatively affects me. Yes, obviously. That is one reason for the rule. Another reason for the rule is that I think it undermines what I'm trying to say. So I will stop it when appropriate. It's like, chill the fuck out. It's very hard to look at that picture and not say that Dev is all a clown show. Well, sure. But here's the thing. I don't think saying it's all a clown show constitutes anything that I would ban for personally. If Dead said it from the beginning, more people understand. I did say it from the beginning. You're just coping. Oh my god, you're fucking stupid. All right, Tentacle, you're a brainlet. You lack any sort of gray matter. Let's continue. Nigerian senator and wife charged with plotting to get children to UK to harvest organs. Dude, what the fuck? A Nigerian senator and his wife were remanded in custody in London on Thursday. Charged with plotting to have a 15-year-old boy brought into the United Kingdom to harvest his organs. Ike Ekwermandu, I don't care about these fucking names. They were charged. Oh, of course, Shaker. Yes, I did. Yeah. Here's the thing. What I personally view other people's gender as is based entirely on my intuition. If I think you pass, then you're a woman. If I don't think you pass, then you're not. But anyway. They were both charged with conspiracy to arrange travel another person with a view to exploitation, namely organ harvesting. Jesus. What the fuck? So this guy who's doing the organ harvesting is an opposition senator and also a former deputy Senate president. They had been alerted to the alleged plan following reports made of possible offenses under modern slavery legislation. The child involved had been taken to safety and work was underway to provide additional support. The couple appeared at Uxbridge Magistrates Court in London, where the court was told the child involved was a 15-year-old boy. The prosecution told the court the Attorney General's consent was required for the case to proceed because of jurisdictional issues. Yeah, so they were smuggling Nigerian kids into the UK? Yeah. They were smuggling Nigerian kids into the UK to harvest their organs. What the fuck, dude? Jesus. Hate to break it to you, but this policy is highly authoritarian in my opinion for no good reason. Chat, undermining your point is not a good justification. If you don't like it, there's the door. All right? China has opened overseas police stations in US and Canada to monitor Chinese citizens. Okay, here's the actual authoritarian shit. People saying that you can't type in a YouTube chat in a very specific instance when the chat is on a certain topic. And that you think that's authoritarian. You guys don't know what fucking authoritarianism is. This is authoritarian. This is fucking authoritarian. China has opened dozens of overseas police service stations around the globe to monitor its citizens living abroad, including one in New York City and 3 in Toronto. That's fucking insane, dude. These operations eschew official bilateral police and judicial cooperation and violate the international rule of law, and may violate the territorial integrity in third countries involved in setting up a parallel policing mechanism using illegal methods. 110 overseas Chinese transnational policing gone wild details China's extensive efforts to combat fraud by its citizens living overseas, in part by opening several police stations on 5 continents that have assisted Chinese authorities in carrying out policing operations on foreign soil. Like, that's fucking insane, dude. That's nuts. And I kind of saw this coming. I had a girlfriend from China when I was back in the 2000s, the late 2000s, when I was in university. And she directly told me that, like, China actually gives some of their citizens money to go to schools overseas because they want like a Chinese presence in Western liberal nations. And so now this is all anecdotal. I have no proof of this, but she said that she got some money from her government to come live and study in Canada. And basically they're trying to police the Chinese diaspora as if they're still in China. So the idea is that the laws of the nation are based on your ethnicity, no matter where you are, not on the geographic borders you find yourself within. And that's what they're doing here. Is they're saying the Chinese law applies to all Chinese everywhere. Europe is home to most of the police stations, with locations spread across the continent in places such as London, Amsterdam, Prague, Budapest, Athens, Paris, Madrid, and Frankfurt. North America has 4 stations, 3 in Toronto, 1 in New York City. This is nuts, man. This is nuts. The report details how China has attempted to combat the growing issue of fraud and telecommunications fraud by Chinese nationals living abroad, running operations that have resulted in 230,000 Chinese nationals being persuaded to return to China voluntarily over the last year to face criminal prosecution. The Chinese government has claimed that the stations provide vital services to its citizens living abroad, though the report notes that many of the services are those that would be traditionally carried out by an overseas embassy. Instead, the report argues that the stations have been used to enhance China's overseas law enforcement capabilities in possible violation of international law. The report outlines human rights abuses from the stations, including using harassment and intimidation methods, such as threatening the family members of the overseas citizens. The stations have also served as centers to spread Chinese government propaganda and monitor the behavior and opinions of Chinese nationals. Yeah, this is actually pretty fucking terrible. This is some bullshit. This is some Chinese colonization bullshit, and we shouldn't be standing for it. We should be saying, you know what? If you're like a Chinese student who's come to Canada, maybe you have like a student visa, maybe you have a work visa, maybe you're working towards citizenship, you know, whatever, you know, you should be afforded the full rights and protections under Canadian law, separate. And you know what? And the Chinese can fuck off. All right, the Chinese government can fuck right off. You know, it's like, oh, you need to follow our laws, or else we're going to hurt your family. It's like, fuck you. Ridiculous, fucking ridiculous. Bruce Willis's representative says the actor did not sell his image and likeness to an AI film. Wow. So I don't know if you saw, like, maybe 6 months ago, Red Letter Media did like a series of videos on Bruce Willis making really shitty movies now that he's old, just trying to like get one final cash out because he has some sort of sickness. He's just trying to get like a bunch of money to pass on to his kids before he dies. So he's doing these shitty old movies. And also, apparently, his face has been deep faked into another movie. Yeah, the Russian ad, dude, the Russian ad. Bruce Willis ended his 40-year acting career in March after being diagnosed with aphasia. And recently reports have surfaced the Die-Hard actor has made a new deal with an AI firm to use his digital double in movies. Deepcake, a company that creates AI-powered fakes of celebrities, was purported to be working with Willis that his likeness could be used in movies in the future. However, Willis's rep told Yahoo Entertainment the actor has no partnership or agreement with it. Yahoo's report goes on to state that the actor's authorized likeness was, in fact, used in August 2021 in a commercial for Russian telecom company Megan Fawn by Deepcake. Willis's likeness is used all over Deepcake's website, and a quote from the commercial is also featured on it. I like the precision of my character. It's a great opportunity for me to go back in time. The neural network was trained on content of Die Hard and Fifth Element, so my character is similar to the images of that time. With the advent of modern technology, I could communicate, work, and participate in filming, even being on another continent. It's a brand new, interesting experience for me, and I'm grateful to our team. Wait, can we actually see that? That's right. This isn't Bruce Willis. It's a deep-faked Bruce Willis. Yep. Wild, dude. In 100 years from now, we're going to be seeing the same fucking actors from the 80s and 90s still doing things. Oh yeah, this shit. Marjorie Taylor Greene. I am not going to mince words with you all. Democrats want Republicans dead, and they have already started the killings. This rhetoric is dangerous and unacceptable. You know what? Yeah. Marjorie Taylor Greene is kind of like a fucking brainlet. She's a moron. She's a retard. She's being way too hyperbolic. But the issue is, this is what leftoids said about Trump all throughout his term in office. The Trumpos are going to come kill you. The Trump-tards are on the march. The GOP wants everyone dead. Like, I wish this kind of rhetoric would go the fuck away, because it's not true. It's not true when the left's in power. It's not true when the right's in power, at least if we're talking like the mainstream left and mainstream right. We're talking about, like normal Democrats, normal Republicans. It's not fucking true. They do not want to implement the gulag. The radicals do, but they're on the fringe of society. They don't matter. Most people do not want all of their opposition dead. And you need to stop fucking fear-mongering people like this. Yeah, she feels a lot. There are literally multiple instances of Dems killing people for being conservative. I've seen one. I have seen one instance. It was the guy who got shot in the back of the head at the very end of Trump's presidency for wearing a MAGA hat. Like there's the video where the guy comes out of the side. Was it in Seattle or something, or Portland? And they shot him in the back of the head. I've seen that. I've seen instances of people wearing MAGA hats getting like attacked and stuff, but killed, I've only seen one. I've only seen one. Dev, the state dropped charges in 3 high-profile murders of rightoids. It sounds like maybe there is no evidence to those murders, which is why the charges were dropped. Listen, just because you lost doesn't mean that there's a conspiracy against you. You gotta chill the fuck out with that. About the kid who got murdered in a hit and run. Yeah, so I saw that. I read that too, where like a 40-something-year-old ran down an 18-year-old guy, and he said it's because he's a Trump supporter. Well, 1, the kid wasn't a Trump supporter, and 2, the guy was like hideously drunk. All right, he could have just been talking out of his ass. It was clearly like a drunk driving thing. Infamy or death. I just mentioned that. Yep. If you need to read more, fuck, prove it to me then. Don't just say it. "18-year-old kid got run over by DEM because he thought the kid was a Republican. And the driver was extremely drunk. I don't trust anything that he says." Everyone's saying that. Oh my God. I just hope. I hope that the chat catches up to what I just said. He was drunk. I don't believe him. He could have been saying any retarded thing. I don't wonder why people lose respect for me. I think people who lose respect for me over this stuff are stupid. This isn't your job, not mine. Do your own research. No. Fucking, you just brought these stories up, and I said, I've looked into it. I haven't found what you found. Okay? If you think that I missed something, I've already researched. Prove your statement. Christ. Attempted murder is an attempted murder if you're drunk. It didn't say that. Oh my God. Brainlets. No, it didn't say that either. Here's what I said. I said that you can't trust his motive being a political motive. If he's like, yeah, I had many drinks today, and I killed him because he loves Trump. That does not sound like an accurate or believable statement regarding a person's actual motivations. That sounds like a drunk retard. That's what I said. That's all I said. All right? Fucking hell. No, he got into a political... All right, let's see then. Let's see. Okay. 18-year-old killed by drunk driver, MAGA. Let's see what we get. All right? Jesus Christ. Where the fuck is the story? Okay. No, I'm not saying that either, Bilbo. The only thing I'm saying is that I don't trust somebody's description of their own mental state while they're drunk. Was it this guy? Okay. Right. Here we go. The Washington Free Beacon. The Free Beacon. This is a pretty right-leaning site. A North Dakota man who allegedly struck a Republican teenager with his car because the two had a political argument was released on Tuesday. He made bail. Shannon Brandt, 41, last week told police that he hit 18-year-old Kaylor Ellingson, who thought he was part of a Republican extremist group, according to data obtained by Fox. Brandt admitting to striking the pedestrian with his car because of a political argument with the pedestrian. He died of his injuries. A breath test found his blood alcohol level above the legal limit. All right. Brandt told the judge he didn't understand the charges against him, and he objected to the bail amount. He ultimately released on $50,000 bail. All right. So, here's the thing. This is clearly bad, right? I'm not going to sit here and be like, well, this guy's obviously innocent. No. Like, clearly, like, this is bad. Like, obviously, right? But one, blood alcohol level above the legal limit. There are so many dumb things people do when drunk. You cannot seriously say that if this man was sober, he would have killed this guy for the same reason. Like, that's stupidity. Obvious stupidity. I'm not excusing what he did. Not saying he was right. He should absolutely be found guilty and go to jail. All right? Based on the information here. Obviously. But, wait, amazing how light a sentence drunk driving causes these. What? He's on bail. The court hasn't even come in yet. Dude, just take the L. I wasn't wrong. Not wrong. NOTWRONG. Not wrong. But no, I don't buy this. No. I don't buy that he would have done the same thing if he wasn't drunk. You know? If you get drunk and you kill somebody because you had a political disagreement, was it the politics that did it, or was it you being drunk that did it? Don't know. Probably drunk, honestly, more than anything else. You know, there's what's that stat? Like, half of all muggings happen due to someone being drunk. Half of all rapes. Like, alcohol is overwhelmingly the factor beyond other factors, in my opinion. Absolutely. Dev will never win against his enemies being this charitable. What the fuck are you talking? I am pursuing truth. I am not interested in, what is the best position for my side to take? No. Don't give a fuck about that. We're after the truth here. If you're not after the truth, independent of politics, then fuck off. Fuck off. Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. Murder is murder. DUI means nothing. Absolutely. Alcohol is not an excuse for rape. Absolutely. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is alcohol is a cause. If you don't admit that alcohol is a cause, then you're just wrong. You're just coping. You just seethe. All right? But no. This is happening. Yes, obviously. Here. You know what? I'll even give you this one, okay? Let's just say that even if he wasn't drunk, he still would have done this. All right? And this is just it's purely politically motivated. Forget the alcohol, guys. Purely politically motivated. Okay. Yes. However, we have also seen right-wing violence. We have also seen other forms of violence. And the United States has what? 330 million people? 330 million people. There's going to be like, in a country that size, there's going to be murders every day. It's just how it is. You know, like, a lot of crazy shit happens when you have that many people, like, in one group, okay? So there's going to be murders for any reason, for no reason, all the fucking time. Dev is basically Vosh sometimes. You're retarded. Jesus Christ. So no. We have progressed to okay, it's happening, it's not that bad. I didn't say that. I can't believe how brainless. I can't believe how brainless some of you guys are. Like, it's truly astonishing. Like, you just take. It's like you don't even hear me. You don't even. You just like you hear something that somebody else once said, and then you're overlaying them onto me. It's so stupid. So like here. Look. I am not going to mince words with you all. Democrats want Republicans dead, and they have already started the killings. This is a false statement. Okay? And here's why. If one Democrat kills one Republican, that doesn't mean that Democrats as a group want Republicans as a group dead. Yes, we're doing not all Democrats for the same reason that we would do not all men. And if a Republican kills a Democrat, because that violence the other way has also happened. If a Republican kills a Democrat, that does not mean that Republicans want Democrats dead, because not all Republicans. All right? It's stupid. Like, do you fucking retards actually think, where's the fucking thing, that this guy, like AOC, is on the phone with him? It's like, okay, this is what the Democrats want. It's coming down from the top. He's on the phone with the guy. He's like, listen, it's time for you to kill that kid that you argued with. It's time. No! It's so stupid. It's so fucking stupid. It's not a false statement. It's an exaggeration, you dimwit. Exaggerations are definitionally false. That's the point of them, is that you take a small little bit of truth and you blow it up to ridiculousness. That's what an exaggeration is. Hold on. Exaggeration. A statement that represents something as better or worse than it really is. So, this statement is describing a situation far worse than it actually is in reality. That is reason enough to consider Marjorie Taylor Greene retarded. She is simply the right-wing AOC. She is a fucking brainlet. All right? This exaggeration points in the right direction? No. I don't think so. I think it's way too fucking much. No. If you can't see the forest for the trees right now. Jesus fucking Christ. It's so stupid. No, that's not the case. It's not the case. It's not the case at all. You guys see a forest and I see the map. You are trying this lay reasonable, logical person stick too hard. Oh. Are we at the point where analyzing things? Analysis is itself the problem. Oh my God. If she had said some Democrats, would you feel better about the statement? Yes, absolutely. Of course. Yes. Of course. Of course I do. Yeah, that would be a much more reasonable statement. Some Democrats want Republicans dead. Yes. Just like some Republicans want Democrats dead. Yes. Far more reasonable statement. But this person, Marjorie Taylor Greene, is only interested in the monolith of camps, of sides, of tribes. There's no individuality in this analysis, which is why it's a ridiculous analysis. Take the L? Nope. I'm correct. Then you're being pedantic here? Am I? El de Gusto. I guarantee you, dude, you have said in the past, you know, when feminists say something like, men are rapists. Well, that's an unreasonable statement. But if you said some men are rapists, that would actually be, you know, more accurate. Okay. And I guarantee you, you yourself have objected to men are rapists. So no. Same, every single person in the chat right now who's coping, I know this. I know that you motherfuckers have said this. You guys have absolutely been like, you can't say that about all white people. You can't say that about all men. Not all men, guys. True. Not all men. And not all Democrats. So, no. You're fucking wrong. You're wrong. Take the L. Because I'm correct in this. I'm correct. To be fair, I am coping. That's because I'm currently reeling at the amount of stupidity being blasted my way. Why does Dev feel like he can continue to insult the people who support his channel? Giga Chad, that's why. Giga Chad. Yes, Cosmic, I will, in fact, stand by my principles. Yeah. This is why Dev only talks to brain-dead communists? No. No. Of course chat isn't responding to the not all men argument because they can't. The people in chat who are like, no, not all men. I know that you said that before too. So fucking own up to it. The only possible thing that might be like a response is Cosmic Dogaran saying, my principles. The Dev uses this as a last defense to avoid taking any power. You know what? If you pursue power for power's sake and abandon all principles to get it, then you are just like the socialists. And I, in fact, completely 100% oppose you and all of your political projects. All right. If you're at the point where you're like, the right wing just needs to win. We just need to win, guys. Doesn't matter how we do it. All right. We need to trample over everything, trample over all the laws, trample over all the institutions. We just got to win. It's all corrupt. If it doesn't give us right wing victories, it's all corrupt. No, that makes you as bad as the socialists. All right. That makes you just as bad as them. And I am your enemy. Okay. How you do things is just as important, sometimes more important than what you do. Not all is implied in all general statements. Oh my fucking God, Tentacle Pentacle. We both know you have said not all men and not all white people and all this shit. We both know you've said that. Don't be a fucking brainlet. Anyway, let's continue. New American Pie movie in the works from Universal. Oh, God. It's probably going to be shit. The American Pie movies were raunchy as fuck, and you can't do that in 2022. So it's probably going to be shit. The new feature, based on Day's original pitch, is described as a fresh take on the long-running sex comedy franchise. Another American Pie is in the works. This one to be penned by Insecure actor and Definition Please filmmaker Sujata Day. Who's Sujata Day? Is that her? That is her. Do you guys trust this woman to write a raunchy sex comedy? I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I think it's going to be shit. The original 1999 film, written by Adam Hertz and directed by Paul Weitz, grossed more than $235 million worldwide and spawned 3 sequels with the core cast, as well as spin-off franchise American Pie Presents, 5 films so far. Day's career originated in front of the camera. She is best known on screen for a recurring role as We Got Y'all staffer Sarah on HBO's Insecure. Her feature directorial debut, Definition Please, when she starred as whatever, I don't give a fuck. Okay. Fine. Oh, nothing. Just that she's doing it. I bet she ruins it. Hold on. Let's look this lady up. Real quick, okay? Sujata Day, 38, born in 1984. She's done some shitty comedies. Let's see. Hold on. No pronouns in bio. There's a start. I guarantee you it's going to be... Yeah, I think it's going to be like a woke reimagining. Oh, well. Oh yeah, here's the person that I use as the headliner. Stay-at-home daughter says that spending her parents' money is like a full-time job. A woman who describes herself as a professional stay-at-home daughter says spending her parents' money is a full-time job. TikTok star Roma Abdesalam sent her fans into meltdown when she shared a recent clip that documented how much she spends. She often shares clips of her extravagant life with her followers on social media, showing off expensive jewelry and designer clothes. She recently said that she spent over £41,000 in a single day, as she picked up goods by Gucci, Dior, Chanel, and Prada. Roma, from New York, says that she's turned spending her parents' money into a job, and it's been very, very fun for me. This is no Mr. Beast, guys. It's no Mr. Beast. Every day I wake up in the morning, have breakfast, go to a workout class, and go shopping with my girlfriends at Bergdorf's. And that's my life being unemployed. What the fuck, dude? What the fuck? Fucking ridiculous, isn't it? She's cute. I mean, I definitely come on her face, but I don't think I ever speak to her. The unlikely cure for burnout, a second job. Holy fuck. Oh my god. Here, hold on. Shit. You know what? I'll save these final 5 links for later because I've got to go. I've got to go in 5 minutes. All the arguing with chat has made us run too long. That's okay, though. Listen, chat. Even though you're retarded, even though you're fucking morons, I still love you. You guys are still friends in the end. You're allowed to be wrong within my domain, okay? But yeah, I must leave in 5 minutes. Let me read the super chats and we'll get the fuck out of here, okay? Okay. Let's see. Cosmic Dogran, $5. Instead of disfiguring their bodies to match their brains, just change their brains so they're comfortable with their bodies. Talking about trans people. If it were possible to change brains to match to be comfortable with their bodies, I would actually agree with that. But I don't think it's possible, frankly. In a lot of cases, I don't think it's possible. So I think transitioning is the only care that we have right now. You know what I mean? Shaker Silver, $2. Should gamers be tried? Jax Thompson says yes. Oversized Trash Panda for $5. This is your brain on Art Imitates Lifeism. Same energy as those who said Attack on Titan endorse fascism by showing how it might happen. I know what you mean, dude. That was insane. Fucking Attack on Titan endorses fascism. Such a stupid fucking, like, my god. My fucking god. Adherent related Clibia, $5. Hey, Dev, how many more years do I have to hear millennials complain about student loans? Some of these people are past 40 now, people. You're not 25 anymore. Until they die. My generation is completely cucked when it comes to student loans. So, I'm sorry. Willison, $5. All the scalies are now moving to Mexico to get in on that sweet gussy. Listen, no alligator pussy, please. No, thank you. Shaker Silver, $2. Finally found Russian collusion and it wasn't Trump. All right, dude. Willison, $5. Some say doing treason against the USA is suicidal. I guess this person isn't helping that 44% rate. I think it's 41, but I get the joke. The Geth, $5. They won't kill you themselves. They'll just allow you to be attacked by their useful idiots and then try to restore you if you survive. See Kyle Rittenhouse. You know, see, I agree with you on that, right? Like the way that the left in the United States overreacted to Kyle Rittenhouse being clearly innocent, insanity. Pure fucking insanity, right? Like here's a guy who was clearly defending himself from people who were attacking him, and the way that the left treated him, they slandered him in the fucking media. They attacked him constantly. They're like, it's an abortion of justice that he got off. No, justice was served with Kyle Rittenhouse. But here's the issue. Dude. Just because the left is behaving that radically, that partisanly, that morally bankruptly, does not mean that the right should do the same thing. If the right truly is the better side, as some of you right would say, then you must act like the better side. If you behave the same way as the left, then you are exactly the same as the left to me, and I will just oppose you the same way. All right? If you do the same partisan, our side is right because it's our side bullshit that the left does, I have to oppose you. Because eventually you will do the very same thing to a leftist Kyle Rittenhouse who is defending himself from rightist attackers. And that is also completely objectionable. I will not be on your side for that. All right. SME, $5. Sorry, Dev. The other tribe is actually monolithically bad, but my tribe contains many varied views. Yeah. Ridiculous. Fucking ridiculous. Fucking ridiculous, dude. Fucking ridiculous. Bobby Johnson, $2. Chat keep malding. Mellow Wrath, $5. In Japan, not all men sexual assault. However, the assaulted cannot defend themselves with violence. Plus, the fine is minimal if it is enforced at all. Yeah, Japan has some weird sex stuff going on, man. I've seen like the giant penis festivals and stuff. It's kind of weird over there. Harry the Human Substitute, £5. That is what is happening. 100% top down. What do you mean exactly? I don't know what you're talking about, Harry. Lime Mason, $5. Chat BTFO'd yet again. Mellow Wrath, $5. It is the same for Democrats killing people. Sure, they're not all killing people, but they are running support for these people. The right doesn't. Disagree. In fact, I've seen a lot of you people in the chat run support for exactly that thing. That's what the partisanship is. Like the whole we have to behave the way that they are. That's you running support for these people. All right? Unacceptable. Can't do it. Doesn't matter what side you're on. All right? By the way, I'm not right-leaning. I'm also not left-leaning. So if you're here for a partisan opinion, you gotta calm the fuck down with that. €5 from Infamy or Death. Keep it up. Well, thank you. I know Infamy or Death. You were like very mad with me earlier in the stream, and even though I think you're wrong, no hard feelings, dude. No hard feelings. Investigator Wimquin, $10. Well, Dev, androphilic and autogynephilic is not meant to be taken as a layout for how all trans people work. It's meant to explain how some people develop gender dysphoria, but not all. Fair enough. I mean, very possible, right? I know Taftage self-IDs as AGP, you know? But Taftage is like one of the most legit trans people I've ever met. Cuddy Flam, in reference to your audience capture video, do you think Tim Pool is captured by his audience? Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. There's like, unless you're willing to like go to war with your audience regularly over things that you disagree with, there's a reinforcing feedback loop where like the most radicals of your audience say position, and then you have to say like position +1 to keep up with them, and then they say like position +2 to keep up with you, and then you spiral down into a rabbit hole. Happens to a lot of content creators. It will not happen with me. Absolutely not. I'm not going to say things just because my chat likes me to say them. No offense. Sorry, chat, but no. Next, Alice, $5. Thank you. Hey, Dev, too busy at work to give my input in the chat, but I support you sending up 4-year principles against chat. I'm out for Adam and Stitch at 4:15, though. You fucking traitor! You traitor. Traitor. AGP is autogynephilic. Autogynephilic is the term Blanchard coined for a male's propensity to be sexually aroused at the thought of himself as a female. So, basically, Taftage has said in multiple debates that, like Taftage, by the way, is a trans woman. Hasn't had bottom surgery, but has done all the other surgeries, seems to be. And she passes very well, and she's very feminine. But she is aroused of herself. She is aroused. Hold on. She is aroused by the thought of herself taking on a feminine role and being a female during sex. So being a bottom, basically. Which, fair enough. I mean, she's a woman. I actually did some in the middle, Dr. Jenkin, yeah. So yes, guys. Point to the rightoid who killed a leftist kid for wearing a Che Guevara shirt. I haven't heard of that case specifically, but I'm not surprised. Dev is so aggressively neutral, he'll even run apologetics for murderers. When the fuck? God, so stupid. Fuck you. God damn it. Dev has spent the last half hour reeing, calling people who disagree with him evil rightoids. When did I do that? When did I ever say you're an evil rightoid? Okay. It's the end of the stream. It's the end of the stream. Okay. Just for my own sanity's sake, how many of you have been trolling me this whole time with this ridiculous amount of brain-dead disagreement? I want to know. Okay, Shambler. Yeah. See, I don't know. I haven't heard of that of that being a case, so I didn't want to say anything other than I haven't heard of that case. So yeah. Guys, it's okay. Hitler was drunk. He wasn't really racist, bro. When did I say that? Your take fucking sucks, dude. Nope. No, it doesn't. You kind of imply that the brainlets in the chat are some kind of rightoids. Oh, well, there's a reason for that. It's not because rightoids are inherently brainlets. It's not that at all. It's that I have more rightoids than anything else in my chat. So naturally, the brainlets that I do have are overwhelmingly going to be rightoids. I have no leftoids in the chat, so I can't have brainlet leftoids. The brainlet leftoids won't even be here. You know what I mean? Dead serious. You need to stop that reasonable centrist shtick. It's lame. It's not a shtick. It's how I actually believe. I'm a centrist. Deal with it. It's like, you have to be on one team or another. You have to. No, I don't. No. No, I don't. Right. Remember when Dev said that trans people are murderers and that rightoids are secretly trap fetishists? Here, I will say directly, Lime Mason, I do think that a lot of rightoids are secretly trap fetishists and don't want to say it. How could you not be? Your base position is that anything right-wing is wrong for not being centrist. No, it's not. It's not my position at all. There are absolutely some rightist positions that I prefer over left. Like, clearly, I am much more in tune with the right wing than the left wing over guns. Obviously, right? However, I am much more in tune with the left wing over the right wing when it comes to healthcare. You know? That's why I'm a centrist. Not because every opinion I have is directly in the center at all times, but because I have a mix of left and right positions. Sometimes the right's correct and sometimes they're not. And sometimes the left's correct and sometimes they're not. Just how it is. No one political camp is right about everything at all times in all places. All right? I've been trying to get a rise. I generally think that you hold the right to answer there's times unrealistic, i.e. election challenges. Well, no. Actually, I think that's completely realistic, right? So, it was entirely unreasonable when Hillary came out with no proof saying that the election was stolen from her. Just as it's entirely unreasonable for Trump to do the same thing. All of Trump's challenges were shot down. You know? The courts looked at... Some were shot down for standing. Some were shot down for lack of evidence. Hey, Dev, I have a legitimate question. What's the problem if the government were to nationalize something? It really depends on what we're talking about. There are some things that frankly probably should be nationalized, and then there are some things that absolutely should not be. Because, you know, not every business and not every market or industry is the same as every other one. So you really have to take it on a case-by-case basis. Like, what is the correct course of action? Okay, fair enough, Shambler. If you don't like centrist, then you can just call me a moderate. I am a moderate, normie liberal. All right? I have some conservative positions. You know, I have some social democrat positions. You know, but I'm just a very normie, moderate kind of guy. The thing about an independent, Wimquin, is that an independent can be like extremely far left or extremely far right to the point that they are independent from the main left and main right. So independent doesn't necessarily need to be centrist. But I'm not extreme on any issue. Yep, I'm gonna be late. I'm gonna be late. I have to go. I'm already 7 minutes late. I must go now. A leftoid without a home? Here's the thing. I'm not a communist though. And so many leftoids say that if you're like a capitalist, even like a welfare state capitalist like a Cono Boy, that you're not on the left. Lots of leftists say that now. The left has shifted so far left that only socialists are leftists. And by that definition, I am not at all. Not at all a leftist. I must go though. I'm going to be late. Thanks for being here though. You guys are great. Thank you for watching. Never take any of our arguments. Like, we can still be friends if you disagree with me. It's okay. You're wrong, but it's okay. We're still pals. I argue with Sargon every day, and he and I are still good buddies. Don't worry about that. Just don't take anything seriously. Don't take anything personally. Even if I call you a retard, don't take your retardation personally. Okay? The only thing I'm not going to tolerate from this point on is like actively breaking the rules and undermining what I'm doing. Like that cookies guy who was in earlier whining about like all that nonsense. Like I don't fucking care. All right. I'm tired of what I'm trying to do get undermined by chat nonsense in a sense. So yeah, I gotta go though. Bye. Love you.